Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Our currently active missions are spacewalk near Ike, orbital station around Ike, and rescue Fredbro from Duna. We have Fredbro, well, sort of rescued. What is this? Oh, it's probably a goal there. No, we're not going for that. Fredbro, I'm saved. Yes, here we have a mission ongoing here. Lunar Overlander. What is this? This Chaospedia. It's the new version. I have. This is the first time I've actually opened the new version. I can. Well. Let's see, this was what we did last time. Last time we drove the rover from the... What is this? I don't want this. We drove this rover... Oh, bigger nav ball! Oh, yes! Finally! It's bigger, isn't it? I think it is. It looks bigger. Well, anyway, yes, so we drove the rover. Oh, look at the graphics. It's new text. Has it improved? I think it has, sort of. It looks crisper. Aren't they using a new engine or something? Anyway, yes, so keep experiment. Not even sure whether I log seismic data, keep experiment. Observe material bay, keep log temperature, keep. Right, so Sonson will... Oh, he's an engineer. Ah, good. So he could fix broken stuff. He will go EVA. He will collect data. He will collect data, restore. Do we need to restore somehow this? No. Collect data, restore, take data. What is this? Oh. You can pin it, probably. You can pin it and trigger any time. That's good. Hello, Amtic. Yes, so we've managed to do this, I guess. Logged scientific data from Duna Pole. If we grab and board here. Ah, okay, we don't want to board then if we've got experiments. It would be good if we could take multiple copies of these of some of the experiments. But for that, why can't I board? Oh, because he is in there, I see. We need to transfer a crew. Transfer Fred Bro here. And board this guy. Good. So, and hello Michael Joyce. We will now focus on, so if we want to bring multiple copies of the data back to Kerbin, we will need actually 2 rescue capsules. But that probably won't happen, but it could happen. We could do it. Do we have surface sample? Not sure whether we have a surface sample. Let's check. Take surface sample. Keep. It's already in there. Well, whatever, then board. Dump experiments. Yeah, this is not our concern now. What is this? Oh, shortcuts to these guys. Well, yes, so the mission is orbital station around Ike. I believe we have something prepared for it, what we did last time, isn't it? Like open, we have something like an Ike station. We have an Ike station for 80 million. Well, that's certainly not going to help us, because it doesn't support 12 Kerbals. Besides, we will probably need a space station in the orbit of Kerbin to launch it, and as far as I can, well, we have Kerbin orbiter. What's the Kerbin Orbiter? Looks like a station. Ah, yes, look at this. We have a station here, which we could use to refuel our crafts. This is empty. This is empty. This is full. So this is just the refueler, isn't it? It's a weird thing. But look, this looks pretty good. We have capsule, then 2 times 4, and this holds only 1. I wonder whether we can find whether we can do the mission with partially used parts. They say it must be a new mission, right? It must be a new station built explicitly for the contract. What if I only build it in part for the contract? Must be a new station. Pike station lift. So how many docking ports do we have on our station here? I think it's only one. But some of the docking ports can be made free because we don't really need this stuff here. We've got some liquid fuel here. We have 2 docking ports. 2 docking ports free. Oh, that's enough. 1, 2. Oh, this is just a, well, this is a transfer stage, isn't it? Yes, that's a transfer stage. Yes. Wow, this is good. We could use this. We could use this transfer stage to transport stuff into Ike. But how much delta V does it have? And this is another stage. I must read something in the wiki about contracts. Well, they don't write it. I'm not sure whether. How can I tell that? That any of these parts will be good enough to fulfill the contract. But maybe I'll just use these guys as a refueling thing. I don't know. I've got lots of stuff floating around in orbit. I'm not sure whether I will need any of it. Well, Ike Station. Supporting 12 Kerbals, right? And it must have a research lab on it. So this is 4. This is 8. Oh, Vita Electro, hello, hello. Sorry for waking you up yesterday. Ah, that was fine. It's a good video, yes. But actually, it looks nice on YouTube, the video, but he was playing it on a VR headset, right? So he actually didn't see how nice it looks. He was sitting in front of a green screen with a VR headset on. Didn't see anything of it. He only saw what the game provides you. We'll need a science lab. So we got 8, crew capacity 9, and we need 12. We need 12. Ah, actually 12. There is a pod for just that, right? So this is crew capacity 3, I believe. 3 and 1 is 4, and 8 is 12. Right. So this is just for 12 Kerbals. This could be a space station. Center of mass. We will need something like this. We will also need some RCS fuel. Vita says, but you could experiment with the VR technology as well, although the technology behind it is still experimental. Yes, it is. That's the reason I'm waiting. Buchek, my friend, has already ordered Oculus, but he's not so happy about it. I mean, he still has to wait many months until it will be delivered. It costs him a great amount of money, and well, honestly, I would wait at least they have. I would wait until they have at least full HD per eye. Currently, you have like half of HD display per eye. Can't really read any text on it, or not if the game was not designed for VR headsets. Because text as fine as Kerbal here is almost impossible to read on it, I think. So yeah, I would just wait until it's slightly more ripe. It's just too early, methinks. We will need some struts here. Some batteries. And some ports. Actually, it like this. As soon as a friend will get it, I'm sure you'd like to try it out and gonna like it. It's an unbelievable experience. You own it already? Have you tried a VR headset yourself? I'm not so sure about it. So we will need a communication device, means of generating power. I did not try it out, but everybody says it, relying on several reviews on YouTube. Well, I have actually watched Angry Joe show reviewing the VR headset. He was as a positive review. Like I did not look too biased, but he pointed out some of the things which could be done better. Like currently it's only selling with bunch of other stuff you don't actually need, or probably there is not too many buying options. You buy it, you pay $100 for shipping, you pay like $60 for an Xbox controller. I guess I could use an Xbox controller myself, but I'm not sure whether I should buy it with a VR headset. You're talking about the extended reality VR? Yes, we are talking about any sort of VR headset, because Vita says race simulation in headsets must feel really great, and linked a certain video there on YouTube. I can Google it for you. Oh, it's not there. Was it iRacing or was it Project Cars? It was Project Cars, wasn't it? Yes. Copy link address. Yeah, he linked. Wow. Why is it not working? Good. He linked this video. yes, it looks amazing. Yes. But I'm currently saving some money. You know, I'm planning to buy a car next year, and I want to buy it all at once. So I don't want to pay it in part and then pay a monthly fee, like leasing. So I'm saving up for that, and every $1,000 I can save is good. And the VR headset would be probably around $1,000. I read a couple of reviews on VR helmets, but it seems tech is premature. Yes, field of view and the pixel grid first foremost. Yes, Red Sox. I completely agree with you. I mean, not only the pixel grids on some solution, but also the resolution per eye could be better, I think. And of course, field of view. Ideally, you would like 180 degrees field of view, but that's not going to happen. But if you can have at least 130, 140 degrees, then it would be better than what we've got now, right? I don't know what's the Oculus Rift field of view, 100 degrees. What kind of car are you looking at? Well, actually I was buying to buy a Tesla Model 3, but that's not going to ship for a long while, and from what I have read, in Europe it's going to cost like a lot. Like if in US you can buy it for, what's the price? $36,000, $32,000, and you get some funds from the government because you're not polluting the environment. In Germany, you not only pay the full price, you don't get any subsidies from the government to buy a full electric car, but you also pay shipping, you pay customs, and you pay value-added tax. So in Germany, the Model 3 would start at about $50,000. And then I said, okay, $50,000. Well, I'd be willing to pay somewhere around 32,000 euros for the Model 3, but not 50, like not 45,000 euros or more for a Model 3. So that's out of the question. So I guess I'll get a used car, because let's face it, how long are you going to use a car? Like 4 or 5 years max, and then you'll be looking to sell it and buy a new one, because life expectancy of a car can be high, but the higher it gets, the more you pump money into it to keep it up, right? So before any serious repairs, it's like 4 or 5 years, not more than that. And for 4 or 5 years of mobility, how much you want to pay for 4 or 5 years of mobility? That's like, let's say 5 years, that's 60 months. You pay a monthly fee for insurance, like 200 euros. That's already 12,000, isn't it? Yeah, 12,000 about. Then you pay the car, which is somewhere around 20-25, so you're looking at 37,000, and then you pay the gas or whatever it drives on, and that's another thousands and thousands, and then some service and stuff. So for 5 years you're looking at about 45,000 euros. So it's like close to 10,000 per year for mobility, and I'm not really convinced that this is worth it. But anyway, I'm saving some money right now and see what the used cars market can come up with. Maybe I can get a good deal for a reasonable car, and have that, or not have a car at all. Maybe it's not that I really need it, but like I'm driving once a week to Brunswick, about 25 kilometers away. So 25 kilometers there and back. I'm driving it by bike. I can only drive there when it's good weather, and in summer and in winter I'm not sure whether I'd be driving there. So car would be good, and I cannot, like I got into folk dancing courses, thing I've been doing in Leipzig a lot. Like folk dances is such a nice hobby, and I like it a lot. But problem here in Lower Saxony is that the folk dances are spread far away, and nothing of it is in Wolfsburg. So I have to travel long distances to attend some events and dances, and that's just not going to work with a bike, right? Like cycling once per week to Brunswick, 50 kilometers there and back is okay, but it's not going to work every time. Hello Exosolaris, welcome. So we need a communication device. This is just a scanner. I'm not sure we need it. We will need Communotron. Yes. That's why we would need a lot of batteries as well. That's why we would need a lot of batteries. Because some experiments are quite big data, and you would ideally want to have them transmitted before the electricity is cut off. So we've got like 4,000. This guy takes 20 per packet. Take always good care on you when riding a bike for that distance. Yeah, well, I'm not really taking good care. I should use a reflective vest, like for safety, you know, so that cars can really see me, because I'm returning late at night when it's dark, And well, I have lights on my bike, of course, but they'd see me better if I'd wear the vest. Actually, I should really order it on Amazon, because it's not going to come by itself. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to look into this, because there are so many kinds of vests. I'm not sure which one I would probably use. Well, what we could do is to add another battery here. Good afternoon, Botondar. Exo says, I found some great gaming news. They are bringing out Cossacks 3, one of my favorite RTSs. I've heard about Cossacks, but I'd never played them. Well, nice for you. So how should we go about transport? We need to get this 20-ton thing into orbit, and it's not like it will do a lot of science, right? It will not do a lot of science at all. We should have a backup of something, like backup solar panels or something? We don't really need any parachutes on this. But yeah, we will need lights. I want to see this station. Okay. Oh, they are from Ukrainian developers, so naturally they are up against mainstream developers, yes. Oh. Kazakhs. Well, I recently bought the real-time strategy Spacecom. I've enjoyed it playing so far, but I've been playing it too little. And I don't really like real-time strategies anymore. I much more like and prefer turn-based strategies. And I've noticed that again when I've played Spacecom. I think this real-time thing, it's too stressful for me. I like to chill when I'm thinking strategically, and I don't like to be pushed by time. Now you go and play 1 million GTD on PokerStars. Oh, take the first place and buy you a vest or better a car. Is today a 1 million guaranteed? PokerStars. Yes, I wanted to play PokerStars again. Like this 90 player tournament would be good. Okay, Exo says you can press spacebar and pause the game. Well, yes. Cossacks or any real-time strategy, but still, I think real-time strategies are too stressful. And there's too much action in real-time strategy. Too much action. Yes. So. How are we going to get this into orbit, and how are we going to refuel it there? Obviously we will need some sort of transport later on in the orbit. Question is, should we have any sort of scientific instruments here at all? Or is it just unnecessary ballast? I think it's completely unnecessary, because there will be crafts docking onto this, and they themselves can have scientific instruments and whatnot. Now it's just the question of transport. Do we need a permanent fuel tank here? We'll obviously need some struts. Homer, hello Zoro. 1 million guaranteed on PokerStars. Well, I don't like to waste too much money on these guaranteed tournaments, because it's like, I don't know, 20,000 people with 3 satellites. Not even more like that. Like 20,000 people is in the main event. Can't possibly be the best of 20,000. But like winning smaller tournaments like 500 people or less is I think I've got better chances there. So this has got 2.9 kilometers per second. How much do we need to get from Kerbin orbit to thing? So once we are in Kerbin orbit, we need about 1,000 to have it elliptical, and Duna is another 400, like 1,400 plus insertion of about 600, so like another 1,000, right? So it's 400 to transfer to Duna, 1,400, 400, like 1,000, 2,000, roughly 2,000 from Kerbin orbit to Duna and Ike. That's like 2,000, right? Okay. 2,000. What is the orange thing you have now? What sort of orange thing? Is our Ike mission to get there and come back? No, Botondar. The Ike mission is to have a station for 12 Kerbals orbiting Ike. But this station will be used to refuel a rescue craft for our Kerbals on Duna. We've got 2 Kerbals on Duna and lots of science on Duna landed on the pole. So we will need a craft which can make it there and back. Oh, this orange thing. I mean, it's broken. It's like one of these seals where you have a bag of some food or something, and you want to seal it fresh because the bag doesn't have a closing mechanism. You can seal it with this. It's broken now, as I played with it so long that this article here down here just wore off. It's my toy. Yeah, so what so if we refuel this in orbit, this thing could actually make it into this could make it to Duna, all right. It indeed could. But for that we will need more structural integrity, like struts and all, you know, because it's going to be very wobbly. And of course we must probably have more SAS rings here. And of course we need RCS. We need RCS things as well. Just a little bit. I mean, we don't need too much of it. Not even sure whether to put more RCS onto this or not. Well, let's do it. I mean, they don't cost too much. Okay. Yes, right. So now the part will start where we strut it. So we're going to have struts over here, some struts over here, and some struts over here. But I guess I could stream a poker session today indeed. I feel like playing poker again. Haven't played for quite a while, you know. How are you doing poker-wise, Vita? Any major wins lately? So how exactly are you going to modify the symmetry here? I've read that they have some sort of a new thing, new symmetry thing going on here. Oh dear. No winnings, too much university at the same time. I have to study. Yeah, you better study because poker is not going to feed you. I've read an interview with Chris Moneymaker recently. Oh, not recently, but last time I was in my poker spree. I read an interview with Chris Moneymaker, and he was like, he was talking on the issue or on whether or how easy it is to be a professional poker player, and he said, okay, back in my days it was so easy, but nowadays I would not recommend it to anybody because it's such a hard job to do. You have to be right about so many things. Not only you have to know the maths and probabilities, but you also have to have the nerve to actually have enough confidence into it that someday it's going to finally go your way. Even if you're like, it's hard to tell whether you're playing good or bad, or it's hard to be confident that you're playing well even if you're losing money, because you can be playing your best poker game ever and still lose money because of chance, right? There is still some chance involved, and the chance can be against you for a long time. And in those long times, it's super hard to be still confident that you are actually not losing money or not playing a lossy game. So does anyone have an idea why I can't attach this in any reasonable way? It's like it always wants to go another way than I want. Here we. This is absolutely incredible. They certainly need to do some work on the editor. Do I have to actually turn it myself? like this or whatever, and then I maybe okay, here. Vita says, nah, poker pros are getting most of their money back. Most of their money by sponsors. Some advanced players are struggling with that kind of problem, actually. And how is the sponsor going to make money for a poker player? I don't get it. How well? So I don't really see. Maybe I'm just too naive when I think about how poker pros make their money. Maybe they are just like they are maybe they are just what you say, carriers of commercial things, like advertisements for some poker company or whatever on their shirts, and that's going to pay for their games. Or I don't get it. How can it be a business? Well, it's none of my concern, and I don't want it to be any of my concern, to be honest. But the thing I just wanted to point out that the thing I've heard from Chris Moneymaker is that it's damn hard to make a living as a professional poker player. Like, don't think it's too easy, because you have to play every day. You have to play even if you don't feel like playing, if you're in a bad mood. You have to care for your health insurance, buy your own for some sort of pension. When you're old, you need put money away for that. All sorts of that thing. It's not easy. There is so much money you can't use to build your bankroll. You must just put away and still have enough money to build your bankroll. Have you heard of Phil Hellmuth? Well, not recently. What happened to him? Did Phil Hellmuth finally quit poker? Or is he broke, or what happened to him? Oh, he's still going, is he? Still a poker brat. Yeah, he's a special guy. Exo says you play only also Bunker Stars, but mainly Omaha. Wow, I couldn't play Omaha. Not. It's just too much accident. I think it's too many possible outcomes with 4 cards. Vita asks, so when can I count Kumar playing poker today? I don't know, Vita. I have a rocket building session going on, and I feel happy about it. I actually intend to do the Ike mission today. Maybe today, maybe this evening. So why is this only a 1 thing? Why exactly do I have a 1 here? What does it even mean? I've got 2, 4. Oh, the 1, of course. The 1 is... 1, 2. Ah, I see. They somehow. Okay, that's good. Whatever. It's 1 and 2. Ah, it shows you. It just numbers them. Okay. Yeah, in Omaha says the river is always the worst card. In Hold'em, you often have them beaten on the turn. Yes. The river is just obligatory, right? The number of times I've lost to a better full house in Omaha, I've lost count. Yep. That's why I don't feel particularly interested in playing Omaha. I mean, hats off to the players who can do it, but I don't feel like I'd be good at it. Okay, so we have this stage done. And I think we will need... Oh, this is a expensive rocket, isn't it? Like 100,000. How much are we getting for the Ike contract? It's going to be a lossy mission. Like right now we've got 3 millions, and I I doubt that we will end up with more than 3 millions after we're done. But whatever, a loss emission here and there, we can deal with it, right? Maybe we should attach some boosters. We need about 4.5 to make it. Wow, this guy costs a lot. Not going to go for him. Okay, so it seems if we start these, then we drop these. We've got 4.3 kilometers per second delta V. That's still okay, I guess. But of course, we will need some fuel ducts. Totally forgot about fuel ducts. Of course we need fuel ducts from here to here. Yeah, now it looks like 4.9. Maybe we don't even need these boosters. It's not like they are not that expensive. At least we'll end up with some fuel on board when we dock this. The refueling mission. So the thing is, we will get this into orbit. We would then refuel it and probably fly with it to Ike. And then we would well, while this would be flying to Ike, we could think of attaching a lander to it. Or maybe not. I'm absolutely not sure what to do here. Johan is here. Hi Nagi, how are you? Going to put some fuel ducts from the boosters to maintain? Well, yes. I already did that. It improved our delta V by about 700. So facility supporting 12 or 11 Kerbals. Oh no, it's Gilly. I'm not looking at Gilly now. I want Ike. 12 Kerbals. 12 Kerbals, check, right? We have got 4, 8, 9 plus 3 is 12. So that's 12 Kerbals. It's new. It can generate power by extending these solar panels. It's got a research lab. Antenna. We have this Communotron. I guess that counts as an antenna. course, we could have a backup solution as well. Not that it's really necessary here. But antenna, whatever. Generate power by solar panels. I'm not sure whether we should have any sort of backup solution like rigid solar panels here on this, but we certainly need this Kerbal Engineer part. I wouldn't want to fly without anymore. Even if it costs a little bit more. Well, and that's about it, isn't it? So that's the Ike station. Then we will need 1 or 2 refuelers. That's for another 100,000. How much does my refueling thing cost? Refueler. It costs 90,000. Refueler costs 90,000. Yep. Okay. So 90,000 for a refueler, 100,000 for this. That's like 200,000. And the Ike mission will have us 280,000. So we will, if we're lucky, and only will use 1 refueler and not 2, we will gain somewhere around 80,000. If we use 2 refuelers, we will gain nothing. We'll just break even. Okay. But we will have a station around Ike. It will be possible then later to perform spacewalk. Well, it's trivial really. But we still need to rescue Fredbro. We need to get something to Duna and back. To Duna Pole and back. And Duna Pole, that's like 1,000 more delta V than usual, right? Yeah, but we'll do that. That will be like another 200,000 ship. Yeah, so I guess we can do it. We will not earn too much, but we will at least we shouldn't lose anything on this. So let's prepare. Let's prepare, load Ike station. Will your space station have a smaller shuttlecraft? Not now, certainly not when I'm lifting it. But we will have a rescue craft lifted later on once this is orbiting Ike. We'll lift a rescue craft to Duna, which actually may park around Ike. Shouldn't it park around Duna then? Well, I guess something will open. Maybe there will be some interesting contracts about Duna later on. Maybe we've burned through all the nice Duna contracts already. But you know, if I attach, I could possibly afford only to attach one craft to this, and it shouldn't be too heavy. But I'm sure the craft will have to be quite bulky, because not only it has to land on Duna Pole, it also has to lift off with 3 Kerbals and a ton of science, and make it safely to Kerbin with 3 Kerbals. So that's like not so. How to secure this best? I guess we will need these launch helpers, or how are they called? Launch enhancers, stability. Launch stability enhancers. Good. So we have no crew assigned here. Oh, we have crew assigned. I don't want you guys to have to be assigned here. Or do I? Like these Kerbals only. Oh, they are. Lots of them are assigned here. Despans is my best scientist. Jeb is assigned in Eve Orbiter. Wow, I have an Eve Orbiter? I didn't know. Jilly Lander? What? I have a Jilly Lander? Do I? Okay. No, Johan has a good point actually. He says no, don't worry about the money profits. The science points will be certainly worth it. And he may be right. So yes, let's do this. Save. Launch. We will, of course, wait for a suitable for a suitable launch window, which is roughly, I wish I could see anything here, which is roughly when the Kerbal Station is here, right? Yep, I think we should launch. We should launch now. So how do you save it? F5, right? F5. Okay. So let's do this. So we should do the turn. So the periapsis. Yeah, this looks like a good encounter here. Well, we will burn at periapsis. Now the periapsis is already out of the atmosphere, so we've made it into orbit safely. We should extend panels, of course. Have some electric charge, if possible. Right. Can space objects collide with your space station, such as asteroids? Yes, they can. They can. But we don't have any asteroids flying around yet. So if we plan a maneuver at the periapsis, where's my precise node thing? Where's my precise node plugin? I need my precise node plugin. Damn. Where is it? Not going to fly without precise node. Is there something like an overview of plugins currently? Why does precise node? Why is precise node not loaded? Precise node should be loaded. Got precise node plugin version 1.1, I believe. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to download a newer precise node. Try adding maneuver node. Yes, I've tried. I've actually added a maneuver node, didn't I? Here. So precise node is not loaded, it seems. I'm going to remove this node and save this. I've downloaded the newer version of the current. I will save this and reload the game with a newer version of precise node. Quit to main menu and exit actually totally. Precise node, download, precise node, one, 2, 2, and launch Kerbal again. loading. Now resume. Load. Hello. So we have Ike Station. We'll fly the Ike Station. We will wait until the Ike Station reaches the periaps. Ah, there we go, precise node. And there we will add a maneuver that will burn prograde. We'll need a little bit of prograde, right? Well, maybe not that much. Maybe we should first have the same inclination. But the ascending node is pretty much exactly at perigee, so I'm not sure what to do here. Point 5. Point 4. They didn't do this well. I mean, I cannot really hover over this thing. Incredible. For so many years of development, they did not find a way how to distinct three hotspots here over the mouse cursor. It's unbelievable. Another question: how far could you potentially explore away from your home planet in this game? Could you travel between solar system? No, you can leave the star, but there is nothing outside yet. There's like 5 or 6 planets orbiting here. one, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets with some moons. Farthest is Ilu, some sort of Pluto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets, and that's about it. But it sounds like too little, but it's actually more than enough, I believe. Well, let's prepare for the maneuver then. Yes, and now let's see about planning another maneuver. Okay, so here they would have a separation of 5 kilometers. That's not so bad. 5.2, 5.3, 5.2 kilometers separation. It's actually quite good. Well, it's not enough for docking maneuver, but it's a start. It certainly is a start. They may introduce interstellar travel. Well, I'm not sure how you would do it, because, well, I guess they could think of something, but I think their goal is for it to be realistic in a playful way. And interstellar travel, we don't know nothing about interstellar travel. We don't know how to make interstellar travel possible. They could, of course, add some fantasy, super power, super low consumption engines, which, whatever, would travel at like faster than light and stuff. Because you would need a faster than light engine to travel to the next star, or maybe you wouldn't. I mean, Kerbals, they don't really need any food and anything, any oxygen to breathe. So they could travel for hundreds of years to the next star without any issues. So, and here we will how am I supposed to? Okay, so this is definitely going to go the other way. Good. I think you should be like 5 to 10 meters normally. Yes, it was a good guess, Johan. Good guess. It's 5.8 normal. Should we set up an alarm clock? How do you actually do this? Where's my Kerbal alarm clock? Guess I haven't updated it either. Dude. I need to... Why don't they already incorporate precise node, alarm clock and engineer? I mean, alarm clock is so essential. Oh, Kerbal alarm clock, as I see, is not ready yet for 1.1. What a shame. Okay, so now about meeting. We have closest approached at 12 kilometers. That is unacceptable. We will have a maneuver here where we will... Oh, there will be a separation of 2 kilometers. That's quite promising. We just need to help it a little bit. Here, separation 2 kilometers. If we add, or you not must subtract 2 kilometers, 1.9, 1.4, 1.6, okay. .9, 1.5, 1.8, 4.1, 1.7. I also hate when you double click, then it snaps out and makes you 0.7, makes you rotate around the planet. 0.8, 1.4, that's too much. 0.2, 0.1, 0.8. Okay, let's go with 0.8 and see about that later on. I wish you could plan or see the closest encounter points several orbits ahead. It's also what I'm missing here. Like, I'm currently ahead of the station. I must go into a higher orbit. How much higher? Separation 2.2. .5. Okay, so let's make a maneuver here. 6.3. 5.8. 4.5. Wow. There is 3.3 kilometers. 3.9. So if I burn retrograde, I might actually come close here. 0.6, 0.1. 0.2, 0.4. Wow. Point 2, 0.1. Still 0.1, still 0.1. Okay, we should be pretty close then. In the game options, it's called something like double click to focus. Oh yes, thank you. I need to disable that. Oh, that's so great. It was bothering me since 105 or 104 version. Such a horrible idea. Here we will be 2 kilometers away. So I think we can now to 200 meters. 200 meters is pretty good. We can switch to orbit to target. We see Kerbin Orbiter. Target speed. We will need to burn retrograde to kill our speed with regards to the target. Is that right? I think it is. So we will first have separation of 6.2 kilometers, but then we will come closer and closer until 0.2. So let's see ourselves get away to 6.2. Now we should start approaching it again. Actually, I was trying to align too early. 6.2, that's our largest separation, and now we're actually coming toward the target. So at 14 meters per second until we reach 0.2 kilometers. That's right. Approaching 7 meters per second, that's very fast. Here we go. Close to the closest point. Okay, now we are almost at it. We must now pick a target on it. I guess first we need to get closer still. So there should be a free port on this. Of course we can switch to it, and well, it's got all the lights turned on. Well, yes. I don't see the free port. Ah, here maybe. Could be one. Set as target, yes. Yeah, we're coming closer to it. Now I need to rotate my craft. Somehow that I would be aligned with this. Roughly. Now what? Now we go like this. Come on, Doc. Why wouldn't you? Ah, now it docked. Wonderful. Okay, so we have docked. Ike station is ready for a refuel. We could probably pump some fuel into it right away. This one's got only oxidizer. Here, this fuel, how do you do it actually? Here, we put out. Then I wish we could just dump fuel here, like dump oxidizer, but it's not going to happen without generating thrust. This is a refueler, which would refuel this thing. So this is now full. Okay, so the Ike station is now full. I guess it could make it now into Ike orbit. The question is whether we should. Oh yeah, let's go to the options actually and see about the double click thing. Input game. Double click mouse look, right? Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Johan. Thank you. Good. Accept. Do I need to press apply first or what? Apply, accept, whatever. Yeah, the question I'm thinking now is whether we should launch or move the Ike station to Ike right now, because we will probably have to wait some longer time before a suitable launch window to Ike opens. Whether we should not use that time to build, lift and dock with the rescue craft as well, and then launch the Ike station and the rescue craft in the same launch window. I think I prefer the latter. So let's see, where would be the next launch window? Not that we can really plan it, right? Do I have to fly a craft for it or what? Do we have a station around Eve? I don't even know nothing about it. Wow, look at this. It's orbiting Eve. Is it? Well, not really. It's out of fuel probably, isn't it? Wow. Completely forgot about this one. Are they on their way back? Review stored data. EVA report while space high over Eve. Huh. I have absolutely no idea what to do with this one. Are they on their way back? Are they on their way there? And what is this thing supposed to be? It's not going to fly on itself, is it? Just full of experiments. Oh, this is an engine here. I see. This could fly. This one could fly. This could not possibly land anywhere on Kerbin. And what's this guy's trajectory? Even if I set Eve as target, it's not going to go there, is it? Actually, I have no idea. What's going to happen to it? I hope that at some point we would have an Eve encounter here. Horrible thing. I did not rise to-do list and ongoing missions. That's Kerbin. There is currently nothing flying around Eve or Jilly for that matter. Nothing. So I guess we haven't been to Eve yet. Is there a way? Warp here? No, please don't warp here. I just want... Goodness. I just wanted to... Why can't I switch to the Eve orbiter? Oh, silly UI. Anyway, I need a toilet break. Yeah, so we will see about Ike mission first, because that's somehow more important now. The other thing is Jilly. We'll see about it, but why don't we have transfer window planner for this version yet? I guess I'll have to update it again as well. Actually, guys, let me take a short break, like for 15 minutes. I'll have to hang up my laundry to dry. We'll start a new session then, right? So see you in about 15 minutes. Thanks for watching so far.